Hello student, good afternoon. Today remaining part of mitochondria, that is the structure of mitochondria, ultrastructure of mitochondria. It is meant by ultrastructure. The mitochondria are bounded by a double membrane envelope which provides good tensile strength, stability and flexibility to them. The outer and inner mitochondria membranes are 60 to 70 angstrom unit thick and trilaminar in nature. Each membrane is composed of an outer and inner dense osmophilic layer of protein molecules of 20 to 25 angstrom unit thickness and middle 25 angstrom unit thick biomolecules layer of lipids. The two mitochondrial membranes are separated by an intermembrane space called as outer compartment or perimitochondrial space of the outer mitochondrial membrane is pitted. These pits are spaced rather irregularly. This is the ultrastructure of mitochondria. In this structure, mitochondrial crest, so many mitochondrial crest are there. Outer mitochondrial membrane, inner chambers, DNA molecules, inner mitochondrial membranes, outer chambers, inner and outer chambers are present, granules and mitochondrial matrix, inorganic material and mitochondrial matrix. The inner mitochondrial membrane lines the innermost compartment which filled with the matrix. The mitochondrial matrix contains lipids, proteins, circular DNA molecules, 70S ribosomes and certain granules. These are helps to the ability of mitochondria to accumulate ions. The inner membrane has outer cytosol or C phase towards the perimitochondrial space and an inner matrix or M phase towards the matrix. M phase, C phase and M phase. The inner mitochondrial membrane increases its surface area by giving out plate like or tubular invagination called mitochondrial crest or cresti, mitochondrials which generates the mitochondrial matrix The inner membranes submits or elementary particles of mitochondrial like tennis rackets or bodies or particles of 70 to 100 angstrom unit diameter. The particles are regularly placed at a distance of 100 angstrom unit and each remains attached with the inner membrane of the mitochondrial by a short stem stalk or pedicle of 35 to 50 angstrom unit length. These particles may be 10 to 10 raised to 4 to 10 raised to 5 in numbers in each mitochondria and are called as the elementary particles. This is called elementary particles. F1 particles or inner membrane subunits. Usually the inner membrane subunits occurs in the thickness of inner mitochondrial membrane. The inner membrane subunits contains all the enzymes for electron transport system and for oxidative phosphorylation, hence named as electron transport particles or ETP. Paracelsus in 1963. Now Racker in 1967 shows that the F1 particles represent a special ATP or ATP synthesized and involved in the process of oxidation and phosphorylation. Chemical composition. Chemically, mitochondrial contains 65 to 70% proteins, 25 to 30% lipids, 0.5 to % RNA and small amount of DNA. The lipid contents of the mitochondria composed of 90% phospholipids, lecithin and cephalin, 5% or less cholesterol and 5% free fatty acids and triglycerides. The outer mitochondrial membrane contains comparatively large amount of phospholipids and cardiolipin proteins. Functions of mitochondria. The mitochondria performs most important functions such as oxidation, dehydrogenation, oxidative phosphorylation and respiratory change of the cell. Their structure and enzymatic system are fully adapted for their different functions. They are the actual respiratory organs. Mitochondria is the respiratory organs of the cells, where the food stuff, that is the carbohydrates and fats, are the completely oxidized into CO2 and H2O during the biological oxidative of the carbohydrates and fats. Large amount of energy is released, which is utilized by the mitochondria for synthesis of the energy rich compound known as adenosine triphosphate or ATP. Because mitochondria synthesize energy rich compound ATP, they are also known as powerhouse of the cell. This is the structure of mitochondria.